This program is designed to provide general information with regards to the subject matters covered. This information is given with the understanding that neither the hosts, guests, sponsors, or station are engaged in rendering any specific and personal, medical, financial, legal, counseling, professional service, or any advice. You should seek the services of competent professionals before applying or trying any suggested ideas.
Books, PD products, science, fashion, and glam talk. From Bollywood to Hollywood, it's Meet and Greet with Dr. Afshan Hashmi. Every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Right here on K4HD Radio and Talk4 TV. And here's your host, international speaker, educator, award-winning entrepreneur, and best-selling author, Dr. Afshan Hashmi.
Hello everyone, this is your loving host Dr. Afshan Hashmi with her show Meet and Greet with Dr. Afshan Hashmi. And friends, I am live from Ohio studio of Talk for TV and Hollywood Radio, which is K4 HD Radio. Having said that, friends, as you know, this show is syndicated worldwide to 300 million listeners, and I have two more shows. One is my private company show, which comes, on StreamYard, and then it is like a docu series where you come to know more about me, and that is also syndicated worldwide to 300 million listeners, as well as my W4WN radio and Talk 4 TV, which comes every Wednesday from 7 p.m. US Eastern Time to 8 p.m. So I have three shows, and all these shows are syndicated worldwide to 300 million listeners. So just imagine if you give me sponsorship, how in such a small and reasonable price your product will be promoted in such a grand way. I am also on Amazon Music, and so soon I will be going on Apple Plus and Hulu channels. Having said that, friends, I just wanted to remind you quickly that these are my two books, please, and these two books were Amazon bestsellers, and my first book, The Modern Mughal Mentality, New Strategies to Succeed in India and the Global Marketplace, was also a hot number one new release. And friends, I just wanted to say that please go and buy these two books and give me an honest review. Having said that, friends, for my second book, The Outbreak of a Monstrous Infection, I want a movie to be also made. So, all those Hollywood, Bollywood, Hulu, Apple Plus, Roku, Netflix, and Amazon producers, and whoever makes films and TV serials and web series, you can contact me. I'm looking to sell the rights for film rights. So just contact me at Afshan at drafshanhashmi.com, and we will see that how we can work together. Having said that, friends, today the book I am going to review is this one, Russian Roulette, the inspired story of Putin's war on America and the election of Donald Trump. So, this is the cover of the book. But before I start reading from the book and start the program, I want to give you, like, there is a breaking news, and I just read it, so I thought why not to share it with my all listeners and viewers around the globe, and it is just published at 5:25 p.m. Eastern on March 24, 2022, and it is from USA Today, and you can see this. So it says Donald Trump sues Hillary Clinton and the DNC over Russian interference allegations. Former President Donald Trump filed a federal lawsuit Thursday against Hillary Clinton, his 2016 presidential election rival. The Democratic National Committee and others for conspiring to accuse Trump of colluding with Russia during the election. The 108-page lawsuit claims Clinton and the DNC worked together with a single self-serving purpose to vilify Donald J. Trump. Filed in the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of Florida, the lawsuit also accused the defendants of using opposition research, analytics, and other political stratagems to sway the public's trust. The suit also alleges that Clinton and the DNC hacked the servers at Trump Tower, Trump's apartment, and the White House to implicate Trump's campaign and destroy Trump's life and political career. Clinton spokesperson Nick Merrill had a succinct response to the suit. Nonsense, Merrill told USA Today. The DNC did not immediately respond to USA Today's request for comments. Special Counsel Robert Mueller investigated the allegations of Trump colliding with the Russian government following the 2016 presidential election. The lawsuit described the FBI's investigation as unfounded. Mueller's final report described efforts by the Russian government to intercede on Trump's behalf, but said investigators did not find sufficient evidence to establish a conspiracy with Trump's campaign. It was a complete and total exoneration, Trump said in the wake of the report. However, Mueller ultimately refused to clear Trump of criminal wrongdoing. So, this was the report from USA Today, and it just came. And since the book theme is also on that, I thought I will share it with my viewers and listeners and friends. What I have to say to this, that I will say bravo to President Trump for doing this. Once these all culprits who were involved in wrongdoing and falsely accusing President Trump of this crime which he never did, so they should come to they should be given punishment. That's what I thought, and let's see how it goes in the courts. So having said that, friends, now I will go back to the book. And as I showed you, this is the book, and let me read about the book. Russian Roulette: The Inside Story of Putin's War on America and the Election of Donald Trump. About the book: The incredible, harrowing account of how American democracy was hacked by Moscow as part of a covert operation to influence the US election and help Donald Trump gain the presidency. Russian Roulette is the most thorough and riveting account. The New York Times. Russian Roulette is a story of political skullduggery unprecedented in American history. It weaves together tales of international intrigue, cyber espionage, and superpower rivalry. After U.S. Russia relations soared as Vladimir Putin moved to reassert Russian strength on the global stage, Moscow trained its best hackers and trolls on US political targets and exploited WikiLeaks to disseminate information that could affect the 2016 election. The Russians were widely successful, and the great break in of 2016 was no third rate burglary. It was far more sophisticated and sinister, a brazen act of political espionage designed to interfere with American democracy. At the end of the day, Trump, the candidate who pursued business deals in Russia, won, and millions of Americans were left wondering what the hell happened. This story of high tech spying and multiple political feuds is told against the backdrop of Trump's strained relationship with Putin and the curious ties between members of his inner including Paul Manafort and Michael Flynn and Russia. Russian Roulette chronicles and explores this bizarre scandal, explains the stakes, and answers one of the biggest questions in American politics: how and why did a foreign government infiltrate the country's political process and gain influence in Washington? So this is about the book which I got from Amazon. And now I also got this information about the authors from Amazon, and here I go. About Michael Isikoff. Michael Isikoff is an American investigative journalist who has worked for the Washington Post, Newsweek, and NBC News. He is the author of two New York Times bestsellers, Uncovering Clinton, A Reporter's Story, and Hubris, the inside story of spin scandal and the selling of the Iraq War, co-written with David Cohn. He is a frequent guest on MSNBC, CNN, and other TV talk shows. Isikoff is currently the chief investigative correspondent for Yahoo News. About David Cohn. David Cohn is a veteran Washington journalist and political commentator. He is the Washington bureau chief for Mother Jones magazine and an analyst for MSNBC. He is the author of three New York Times bestsellers, including Showdown, the inside story of how Obama battled the GOP to set up the 2012 election, and Hebrews, the inside story of a spin scandal and the selling of Iraq War, co-written with Michael Isikoff. He is also the author of The Blonde Ghost, Ted Shackley, and the CIA's Crusades, and the novel Deep Background. So now I will ask my sound engineer Roxy to please play the first sponsorship film.
Hello everyone, this is Dr. Afshan Hashmi live from a barn country club in Virginia, and I just wanted to say that my K4HD radio and Talk 4 TV show called Meet and Greet with Dr. Afshan Hashmi is syndicated worldwide and has more than 300 million listeners. And if you want these shows to continue, please give a sponsorship, and I request to please give a sponsorship because these shows require a lot of energy and money to produce. So I would request everyone to give me sponsorship, and your product will be promoted in a very reasonable price, and you can contact me at afshan@drafshanhashmi.com. Cheers and bye bye.
So, everyone listening, my viewers and everyone listening, can you please give me sponsorship and I will give you a very reasonable rate? And please contact me at afshan@drafshanhashmi.com. Having said that, friends, so today's book is this, and I read about the book and authors, and now let me read little bit from the book. Introduction. It's a shakedown. So I will read little bit from this chapter. Donald Trump was suspicious from the start. It was the afternoon of January 6, 2017, and for 2 hours the president-elect had sat in a conference room at Trump Tower and listened to the leaders of the U.S. intelligence community brief him on an extraordinary document, a report their agencies had produced concluding that the Russian government had mounted a massive covert influence campaign aimed at disrupting the country's political system and electing him president of the United States. Trump had controlled his anger during this meeting, at times raising questions, expressing doubts, and clinging to the idea that it might all be a lie, part of some deep state plot to taint his defeat of Hillary Clinton the previous November and undermine his authority as president. When the spy chief's director of national intelligence James Clapper, CIA Director John Brennan, and National Security Agency Director Admiral Michael Rogers left the room, one of them stayed behind. FBI Director James Comey then handed Trump something else. It was a two-page synopsis of reports prepared by a former British spy alleging that Trump and his campaign had actively collaborated with Moscow. The memos claimed Russian intelligence had collected compromising material on Trump that could be used to blackmail him, including a tape of him engaging in sordid behavior with prostitutes in a Moscow hotel room. The FBI was not giving him this information because it believed the reports Comey explained to Trump. In fact, the Brio hadn't confirmed any of the lurid details, and Comey told him that he was not personally under investigation, but the material was circulating within the media and might become public. The intelligence community, Comey said, merely wanted to provide him a heads up. When Comey left, Trump was incensed. It's bullshit, he told his aides. None of this was true. The discussion turned to why Comey had gone through this exercise. Suddenly, it all made sense to Trump. He knew exactly what this was. So this was little bit from this chapter, and now I go to this chapter one, and it says Mr. Putin would like to meet Mr. Trump. It was late in the afternoon of November 9, 2013, in Moscow, and Donald Trump was getting anxious. This was his second day in the Russian capital, and the brash businessman and reality TV star was running through a whirlwind schedule to promote that evening's uh, extravaganza at Moscow's Crocus City Hall, the Miss Universe pageant, in which women from 86 countries would be judged before a worldwide television audience estimated at 1 billion. Trump had purchased the pageant 17 years earlier, partnering with NBC. It was one of his most prized properties, bringing in millions of dollars a year in revenue, and perhaps as important, burnishing his image as an iconic international playboy celebrity. While in the Russian capital, Trump was also scouting for new and grand business opportunities, having spent decades trying but failing to develop high-end projects in Moscow. Miss Universe staffers considered it an open secret that Trump's true agenda in Moscow was not the show but his desire to do business there. Yet, to those around him that afternoon, Trump seemed gripped by one question: where was Vladimir Putin? From the moment 5 months earlier, when Trump announced Miss Universe would be staged that year in Moscow, he had seemed obsessed with the idea of meeting the Russian president. Do you think Putin will be going to the Miss Universe pageant in November in Moscow? If so, will he become my new best friend? Trump had tweeted in June. Once in Moscow, Trump received a private message from the Kremlin delivered by Aras Agarorov, an oligarch close to Putin and Trump's partner in hosting the Miss Universe event there. Mr. Putin would like to meet Mr. Trump. That excited Trump, the American developer, though there was a strong chance that Russian leader would attend the pageant, but as his time in Russia wore on, Trump heard nothing else. He became uneasy. Is Putin coming? He kept asking. With no word from the Kremlin, it was starting to look grim. Then Egalorov conveyed a new message. Dmitry Peskov, Putin's right-hand man and press spokesman, would be calling any moment. Trump was relieved, especially after it was explained to him that few people were closer to Putin than Peskov. If anybody could facilitate a rendezvous with Putin, it was Peskov. If you get a call from Peskov, it's like you are getting a call from Putin. Goldstone, a British-born publicist who had helped bring the beauty contest to Moscow, told him. But time was running out. The show would be starting soon, and following the broadcast, Trump would be departing the city. Finally, Agarov's cell phone rang. It was Peskov, and Agarov handed the phone to an eager Trump. Trump's trip to Moscow for the Miss Universe contest was a pivotal moment. He had for years longed to develop a glittering Trump Tower in Moscow. With this visit, he would come near, so near to striking that deal. He would be close to branding the Moscow skyline with his world famous name and enhancing his own status as a sort of global oligarch. So this was little bit from this chapter, and now I will read little bit from another chapter. Chapter 2. We did not recognize the degree it would take Putin off. In November 2006, Alexandra Litvinenko was writhing in agony in a London hospital room. A 43-year-old former officer of the FSB, Russia's domestic intelligence service, Litvinenko was an outspoken political dissident living in exile in England. For weeks he had been vomiting uncontrollably, suffering excruciating cramps, and losing body strength, the result of a mysterious poison that invaded his body after he had met for tea with two former Russian intelligence agents in a hotel bar off Grosvenor Square. Aware that he had a short time to live, Litvinenko signed a statement that pointed the finger at the man he believed had ordered his murder, Vladimir Putin. You have shown yourself to be as barbaric and ruthless as your most hostile critics have claimed, Litvinenko proclaimed in the statement. He added, "You may succeed in silencing one man, but the howl of protest from around the world will reverberate, Mr. Putin, in your ears for the rest of your life. May God forgive you for what you have done, not only to me but to beloved Russia." So now, friends, before going on break, I would ask my sound engineer Roxy to please play the second sponsorship film.
Hello, viewers around the globe. This is Dr. Afshan Hashmi, live for her radio show at K4HD and Talk 4 TV show. And I just wanted to request you that please give me sponsorship if you want this show to continue. Having said that, friends, I will see you in another episode of K4HD Radio plus Talk for TV show. And if you give me sponsorship, I will give you very reasonable price, and also you will get lot of promotion, as this show is syndicated worldwide to more than 300 million listeners. Cheers and bye bye.
So this was the second sponsorship film, and friends, like now, if you give me sponsorship, I will give you a very very reasonable rate. And when I come back, and you can write to me about sponsorship at afshan@drafshanhashmi.com, and just think your product will be promoted to 300 million listeners. And now I am going on a break, and when I come back, I will give you thoughts on this book which I'm talking about in this show.
Would you love exposure for your business, product, or service to over 300 million potential listeners? Send an email to info@talk4media.com. And now let's hear from some of our sponsors.
A monstrous infection is spreading worldwide. Oh my God, is this a simple infection or a deliberate attempt to ruin the human population? Or maybe it's bioterrorism. What is this global infection and who is spreading it? Help us find out. Go to Amazon and search for the outbreak of a monstrous infection. The human race needs your help to make this go viral. Go to Amazon.com and read The Outbreak of a Monstrous Infection to find out what happens next. Go now. The world is depending on you.
The Outbreak of a Monstrous Infection, Chapter 1, 1964 to 2018, and this is the sample track. and it is read by Dr. Afshan Nahid Hashmi. In a sprawling bungalow in Potomac, Maryland, USA, lived Dr. Honey Singh, a board certified internal medicine and family practice physician, along with his beautiful wife, Baby Singh. Baby Singh was a fashionista and was funding women's causes through her Honey Bay Foundation. She had a ladies' book club by the name of Baby's Glam and Glitzy Club, which had many glam and glitzy ladies who were professionals living in Washington, D.C., Potomac, Maryland, Virginia, and even Beverly Hills, California, as well as elites from all of America meeting at her place on the last Wednesday of every month discussing various aspects of charities they wanted her and Dr. Honey to fund. In this club, there was a wide spectrum of career women. There were doctors, lawyers, actresses, business owners, and models, to name a few. In these book club meetings, members would come prepared after reading a book of a famous woman author, and that author was even invited from any part of the world to give her presentation, followed by a Q&A in this prestigious and elite gathering. So now, friends, I will be giving my thoughts on the book we are discussing in this program, and the book, as you know, is Russian Roulette: The Inside Story of Putin's War on America and the Election of Donald Trump. And now, my thoughts about this book. This is a very well researched book by veteran journalists and investigative reporters Michael Isikoff and David Korn. This book is set in international espionage and political intrigue in motion to interfere with the 2016 presidential election. However, if you have been paying attention to the daily news, there is not any new or groundbreaking information disclosed in this book. It is impossible to stay ahead of the daily and often hourly breaking news. The information presented here is in a chronological order. In a riveting fashion, the book lays the foundation with the identification of all the players in a clear timeline. It is a who's who of the Russian interference saga. I give this book 5 out of 5 stars. And so this was my thoughts on this book, friends. And please give me sponsorships. And friends, now I will show you a movie which I have produced, and we will talk about it once we come back. So now here, Roxy, can you please play that third movie, and it is about the review of Maybelline products.
Hello, viewers around the globe. This is Dr. Afshan Hashmi, your best selling author of two books and radio and TV personality. And these two are my Amazon best selling books. The first one is The Modern Mughal Mentality: New Strategies to Succeed in India and the Global Marketplace. And the second one is The Outbreak of a Monstrous Infection. And friends, today I will be talking about Maybelline Cosmetics, and I want to review their this product here, which I have: Dewy Smooth Fit Me Foundation as well as Fit Me Concealer. And I have applied this on my face, and it looks very nice. Like, I had this makeup like 3 hours ago, and it is holding, and it is not like heavy or all. I'm not feeling that it is heavy or all, and it gave me a very very smooth uh, uh, complexion and everything. And I just love these two. And I have never used it, and this is the concealer. And
It gave me a smooth finish under my eyes and black, wherever I have black marks. It gave me that. And then the this is the foundation, and it is very good. So I thought I will share it with my viewers. But let me go and read what Maybelline has to say about their on their website, like what they have to say on their website. And this is a different color. I used the fairest color, and this is the color I used. And this color is 102 fair porcelain, and it uh, gave very good shine to my thing, to my face. And the same color I got it here. And I got these two products from Amazon. So like these days people are not going out and doing mostly online shopping, and I wanted to review these two products, so I just ordered from Amazon, and it was so convenient. It came and I put it on, and I'm reviewing it now. So let's see what Maybelline has to say about it. It says Fit Me Registered Matte plus Poreless Foundation Face Makeup. This lightweight foundation mattifies and refines pores and leaves a natural seamless finish. So this is what they say, and the benefits what say is ideal for normal to oily skin. Our exclusive matte foundation formula features micro powders to control shine and blur pores. Pore minimizing foundation, all day wear, non comedogenic, dermatologist tested, and allergies tested. And then it says how to apply foundation onto skin and blend with fingertips or an applicator. And that's what I did. And then it says about the ingredients what are present in that. And you can go to the website of Maybelline, and you can get it to read about it. And I really liked it because my makeup is for such a long time and I'm not feeling uneasy or anything, and it is very light. So I give Maybelline Cosmetics this foundation, approved by Dr. Afshan Hashmi, and I'm a cosmetic reviewer and I review a lot of products. So if you have needs, and I brought this with my own money, it is not sponsored or anything. And even if it was sponsored, I would give my honest opinion, because that's what I stand for. So just go to my website www.afshanhashmi.com and see what kind of products I have reviewed. And I review all beauty product book reviews, and I do like lot of cosmetic reviews. And I have a radio come TV show on W4WN radio, and from tomorrow on Hollywood radio. And the W4WN radio is the number one online radio station with more than 300 million listeners. And from tomorrow my radio come TV show is starting on K4 HD radio, which is the number one online Hollywood radio, and Talk 4 TV. And there I got the established viewership of more than 300 million listeners of the station. So I'm very lucky to do that. And also in that I will be reviewing beauty products and book reviews and all, and your products. So if you want to get reviews there and get promoted to more than 300 million listeners, then contact me at afshan at drafshanhashmi.com. And now I will give my review of the concealer I showed you. And here is on the Maybelline website. Let's do the concealer review on it, and here I go.
I'm trying to search it, so please bear with me. So I got it from Cosmetics. This is the Maybelline one, but it is from Ulta Cosmetics. But I got it from Amazon. It and it is on Ulta Cosmetics website. It is that Maybelline concealer, and the one I got was of the most light color. And here it is. This is the color I got, and so it says stay full coverage under eye concealer, and it says no matter what on your agenda, look to Maybelline Superstay full coverage under eye concealer to transform the look of your tired eyes. This full coverage yet lightweight concealer features a precise paddle applicator that effortlessly glides the formula onto the skin for a smooth, seamless finish. This under eye concealer is waterproof, transfer and smudge resistance, and lasts for up to 24 hours, and the benefits is instantly wipe out dark circles, a full coverage concealer that transforms the look of tired eyes, waterproof, transfer and smudge resistance, and lasts up for up to 24 hours. The paddle applicator blends this high coverage concealer onto the skin for a seamless even finish. So this is the concealer on the Ultra website, and this is the Maybelline one, which I have. Okay. So how to use? Step 1, using the applicator, apply the desired amount under your eyes. Step 2, blend with fingers, and then they show the ingredients. So this is what it is, and here is the concealer. Here is the concealer, and I did exactly like that. And my makeup is more than 3 hours, and I feel it very light. I don't feel any weight on my face. And then this is the Maybelline Fit Me. So this is Fit Me concealer, and these both are like I paired it like this, the color. And nobody has given me sponsorship. As I said earlier, even if they would have given me sponsorship, I would have told you the honest review, and that's what I stand for. So having said that, friends, these are my two books: The Modern Mughal Mentality, New Strategies to Succeed in India and the Global Marketplace, and The Outbreak of a Monstrous Infection. And this book, I want like a movie or a TV serial to be made out of outbreak, the outbreak of a monstrous infection. So any Hollywood producers or or Bollywood producers or anybody listening who makes movies or web series or anything, please contact me at afshan@drafshanhashmi.com. Having said that, friends, let me remind you that these two books are in Kindle, in Nook, as well as I have narrated the audiobooks. So if you have needs to narrate audiobooks, contact me. And I am a radio as well as TV personality, and now I have couple of TV shows. The two TV shows, one I have on W4WN, which comes on Wednesday at 6 p.m. US Eastern Time, and that show you can see if you download the app of W4WN, and you can see it on the website live at Talk 4 TV Live, and it has more than 300 million listeners. And then from tomorrow, I am starting Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. US Eastern Time, a new show called Meet and Greet with Dr. Afshan Hashmi, and both shows I will be reviewing cosmetics, book products. I will be giving advice how to write book, how to make book to movie, how to grooming tips and fashion tips and Bollywood and Hollywood. So it is my I believe in giving education through entertainment. And when my this book came, this first one, there was lot of research on Hindi buzzword about Jugaad, the Hindi buzzword in Stanford and Harvard University, and I conceptualized Jugaad as thinking outside the box and devised a new business model. And this is in case study format. And if you go to my if you buy this book, you will see that in a very soothing eye, you will like it is a story of a story after a story, written in a story form and case study form, and you feel you are not reading a business book. Usually business books are very hard on your eyes and mind, but this one I tried to put photographs in, and in a very all case studies are true, and so it is like a business book but written in a very very nice manner, and that's why it was hot number one new release on Amazon, and it was a bestseller on Amazon. And the second one is The Outbreak of a Monstrous Infection. When this book came in 2019 in February, there was no trace of coronavirus. And in this fictional story, in a very, very unique way, I have devised that how bioterrorism or virus can harm a human population as COVID-19 has done. So, and I want a movie to be made, and I got it evaluated, and the evaluation came this one is equal to Contagion and Crazy Rich Asians, so which are two blockbuster Hollywood movies. So please, any Hollywood or Bollywood producer listening, please contact me to get the licensing rights of this. Okay, and this is all I have to say. And if you want to know more about me, please go to www.afshanhashmi.com or contact me through Afshan at drafshanhashmi.com and see what kind of services I run and what kind of products I review and what kind of books I review. So, this is kind of a very, very unique experience you will have. I have curated my boutique consulting firm. I am managing member of Dr. Afshan Hashmi Consulting Group, and I am managing member there. And I have curated my boutique consulting firm in this unique manner. And also, if you want to be guest and get promoted on my both shows, which have 300 million listeners, or my Fox 5 Plus radio TV show, which only syndicates to Washington DC area, then also you can contact me. So, but my radio come TV show of W4WN and Hollywood Radio and Talk for TV is syndicated worldwide with more than 300 million listeners, and my Fox Plus uh, Fox 5 Plus radio come TV show is syndicated to Washington DC area with 6.2 million views. And I am looking for sponsorships, and I am looking for commitments. I'm very choosy about sponsorships. So please write to me and see what we can work out with the sponsors, and you will have a very very nice experience of promoting your products. And I have learned digital marketing all on my own, and I also bring traffic to your website or your book page or your products page. And you can contact me that way also, and I can tell you strategies how to increase sales in your product digitally. So, having said that, friends, cheers.
And here is my lovely cup. And do come tomorrow at 7 p.m. US Eastern Time for a meet and greet with Dr. Afshan Hashmi, a new TV come radio show at Hollywood Online Radio, which is the number one Hollywood online radio, and it is called K4HD, and you have to download the app to come to it. Cheers and bye bye. So this was the film, and do give me sponsorships and do go and buy my books. And how do you like today's look? So I wanted to show in this beauty segment that how I organize my thing, and only 5 minutes are left. In fact, 4 minutes are left. So these are the brushes I use. This is the uh, eyeliner I have used today. This one is the eyeliner I have used today, and this one is from Shop Misse and Glitter Joy. And then setting spray, the primer and setting spray from Shop Miss A is par excellence, and these are the two things. And then I have the pressing powder from Shop Miss A, the setting powder from Shop Miss A, and then I have this blusher and bronzer from Shop Miss A. I have applied that, and this is the highlighter I have applied today. This one, and I have combined it with another one which is in purplish color, and this one, and I will open it quickly and show it to you. This is the one, and the lip thing is this one is the lip oil. This is the concealer from it is from Revlon, and the lipstick I have used is from Clinique, and it is this color. So I just wanted to add some beauty segment to make it more enlightening and more like interesting for people. And then this is the Jimmy Choo a scent which I have used today, and I will use little bit more today. Just now, and it is such a soothing smell of this. And the moisturizer, after I do the setting spray, the moisturizer is Olay Regenerist cream. So this is my cute beauty blender. So this is how I do. And then there are some couple of eyeliners. I have used a red color one today, as well as I have used another one. This color I have used, and blue, and this color, the one I have used today, is another like a palette from, and this is also from Shop Miss A. And I have used, the color I have used is this one, combined with this one brown color. This one combined with this one, and then little bit of this one, so it looks good under my eyes. And this one I told you earlier also, it is the glitter joy. So just think how much time it takes to get dress up. I Everything I organize in this box, and then after that what I have to wear and all, and then I come up with the unique look, because I believe in education through entertainment, as well as the person should always be very well dressed and look very good, once you come on TV, and not only on TV but also in everyday life. And I've always been a fashionista, so and So this is a kind of a lifestyle which you'll know about me. So do you like this beauty segment? Do write to me in the comment section, and because this is live on YouTube, and then it will be syndicated worldwide to 300 million listeners on Amazon, as well as other outlets. It is on Amazon Music, and also my other two shows, my doco series is also on syndicated worldwide to 300 million listeners, which I do live on StreamYard from my company. That is my private company thing. And these two shows, one from Talk 4 Media and the other one is at Hollywood Radio. This one Hollywood Radio and Talk 4 TV, as well as the other one is Women to Women Network and Talk 4 TV. So just let me know how you like these shows, how you like this beauty segment, and just think the amount of energy and time and money it takes to produce these kind of shows. So please do go and buy these two books and give me an honest review, as well as for this book, I want a movie to be made. So all those Hollywood, Bollywood producers and Netflix, Amazon producers, and everyone listening, please go and write to me at Afshan at drafshanhashmi.com, and do give me sponsorships, and do go and buy these two books. Having said that, friends, cheers. And now I will sign off from this episode and see you next Thursday at 6 p.m. US Eastern Time. Cheers and bye bye.
You've been listening to Meet and Greet with Dr. Afshan Hashmi on K4HD Radio and Talk4 TV. Tune in live right here every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Would you love exposure to your business, product, or service to over 300 million potential listeners? Send an email to info@talk4media.com. And remember, if you missed any part of this show or want to hear it again, find our featured show on iHeartRadio or YouTube, where all past episodes are available on demand 24/7. See you next Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on K4HD and Talk4 TV.